Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Dan Sylvester Gym atop Arctic Hill, where this afternoon, the juggernaut that is the West Warwick High School volleyball team tackles with the Cavaliers of Juanita Sanchez. With Mike Dennis alongside, I'm John Parenti. We welcome you in on 321 Media and on WWHS-TV. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing good, John, and we're excited to see how good this juggernaut team is going to look in the playoffs. What do you think the big thing for the Wizards coming in is going to be?
Consistency. They need to play the way they played this team the other two times they faced them. They know each other well. West Warwick has won twice against this Juanita Sanchez team, both by 3-1 scores. If they stay consistent and worry what they need to worry, they need to dictate the game. They can't let Torres, who is their #1 player, dictate his game. They've got to rely on Colin Kelly and Mike Gallo and the rest of them to get the job done. So it's within their own unit than facing an opponent.
And John, if they win this game, they'll go on to face Central Falls, who they lost against. And Coach Josh Malloy told us the biggest reason that he thought they lost was benching the 3 starters. What do you think their big idea to go to Central Falls is if they win here?
One at a time. You worry about Juanita Sanchez first, then you worry about Central Falls. And you'll have a few days to rest and to get ready for the Warriors, because as we were talking to Josh beforehand, he would rather play that semifinal round game on Wednesday rather than Monday or Tuesday, which are the days prescribed by the Interscholastic League for the semifinal round, because the finals are at Ryland College a week from this coming Saturday, the 6th. So one step at a time. The one thing you can't do is you can't take the opponent lightly. Juanita Sanchez has scored sets against West Warwick both times they've played. You don't want them to be in a 2-2 tie and go into a winner-take-all third set.
And I think that the most important thing is definitely remaining consistent against their #1 player. He was a 3rd-team All-State for Coaches Association. Didn't make Eric Rube's cut, or whoever covers the Providence Journal All-State for volleyball.
The one thing that I think the Wizards have is that they've got a lot more than just Colin Kelly, especially up front. Michael Gallo leads the team in kills, had 17 against Juanita Sanchez the last time they played. So it's going to be a little bit different, a little bit more particulars for Rich Bosa's team to try to kill the ball against the Wizards.
And speaking of him, we had a conversation with him, and he has a lot of coaching experience under his belt. 82.
Rick started coaching hockey at Bishop Hendricken with a guy by the name of Don Armstrong. And when I went over the rosters and stuff, I said, Rich Bosa, I know that name. So I thought, because he had volleyball coaching back experience, that he was somebody who I may have met during my tenure at Johnson & Wales. And then he came over and said hello to us, and we started talking, and I realized that he is the guy that was coaching some of the greats in Hendricken hockey, like Steve King and David Berard, and the names just go on and on and on and on. The Goodrow brothers. He's had a lot of experience and translated over to a sport that he wasn't familiar with in the 80s. He wasn't a volleyball guy, a big-time volleyball guy at all, when he took over at Juanita Sanchez, and now he's the AD there and doing a heck of a job. This team is going to be somebody that the Wizards cannot take lightly.
And as we look in front of us, the starting lineup's going to, give a little dap, as they like to say, to the opposing lineups. And today we have 4 referees. One to do the backs, and then...
Yeah, you got the 2 line judges in the back, which is a little bit strange. And the Interscholastic League does that from the quarterfinal round on, simply to take away that process where you've got somebody familiar with the program making calls that could go either way. So they spend a little bit more money, get a couple of officials, real officials, and now that the numbers are lower and some of the teams have been eliminated, you have an opportunity, both Division I, Division II, and Division III, to get quote-unquote real officials to do so.
Right. The games that I did against when we played South Kingston and Central, there was a lot of time just spent debating calls between the 2 players on opposing sides making calls.
Players to watch: Elia Torres, who wears #1 for Juanita Sanchez. They're in the black uniforms for the Wizards. Colin Kelly, number 24. Looks to be starting in the back row for West Warwick. When they rotate around, he'll be up front where he belongs.
And the big player to watch is Mr. Gallo.
Had to say hello to Mark Bernero of Cumulus Broadcasting.
So I got a question. Where's Johnny Boots tonight?
Don't know.
You think he's at? I think you guys are doing the Charho game, right?
No. He's taking a day off for 2, simply because he had some back issues and was visiting the doctor a couple of days ago. That's Alan Ortiz with the kill for Juanita Sanchez, and the Cavaliers go up 1-0. Hector Tavares Torres to serve, one of the senior members of the class for the Cavaliers. They came in at 8-10. The Wizards, as I mentioned earlier, 16-2 over the regular season. The lifting delivers. This will be the set. And that's going to be a little long.
And looking to my right, I see a pretty healthy fan section and not much from the Juanita Sanchez side.
And you're surprised why?
I'm not.
No, neither am I. Two serving 0. The pass and the block. What you got for me?
I just wanted to use them so I can read what's going on.
If you can make heads or tails out of most of that stuff, Mike, you're halfway to full-time permanent job for NBC. There's a lot of scribble on those papers. 3-0. Cavaliers off to a fast start. They go right side of the kill by Ethan Pereira will stop.
And that's the biggest thing I can credit John Parenti with. He's great at his grunt work. He gets what needs to get done, and he knows what needs to be known. That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
Thank you, Michael. Alex Osimena serves for West Warwick. That'll go right to Juanita Sanchez. Too easy. First 4 points.
Josh Malloy said that the kid was his size and just gets up and he has a spike as ferocious as Mike Gallows.
Alan Ortiz for the Cavaliers. Goes back row to Salcida. Mike Gallows' attempt went long. Back they come. Torres blocked. That'll go to the Wizards on a carry. Lucas Martin to serve for West Warwick. They try to pull to within 1. Consistently going to that back row right. Kelly the block. Collins started celebrating a little bit too early. This time for Gallo. And there's the big kill by Collins. Oh, slim. Get that young man on track that's going to be held at bay for the guys in the black uniforms with the red numerals. That's it. It's an ace for Martins. We're tied.
That was just perfectly placed.
Wizard back row with Hasmina and Ian Degnan. Another familiar name from the basketball team. So Nick Torres is on the back row, by the way. For Gallo, point Wizards.
Fun fact about Mike Gallo, he was named a captain for the Wizards football team as Juanita takes a timeout, I'm going to assume.
Yep, so will we. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Wizards lead game 1, 5-4. Back at the Dan Sylvester Gym. Lucas Martins will serve again. With the Wizards coming back from 4-1 to 5-4. Second ace The one unfair thing about volleyball, Mike, that I find is a situation like this, they will go to that soft spot every time they can. That's going to be in. 3 service aces for the Wizards Martins, and the lead now 3. Looking for the 4th. It's Therese blocked. Degnan with good effort, but not enough.
That Wizards front line looks like an absolute brick wall against Torres.
Yes, it does.
Speaking of Torres.
Yep, Elia Torres to serve for the Cavaliers, down to couple. That could have been little. She decided to play it. Kelly able to get it over. They'll set Gallo. Lethal. He gets such great extension. And the cross-court kill gives the Wizards the ball back and a 3-point lead.
You know, the thing I said, John, is that they look like a Chris Paul and Blake Griffin lob city. That Degnan just lobs up and he just kills it every single time.
Pereira served. Asmina digs.
Or for our older fans, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp back in the 90s.
A lot of talk older than that. Bill Bradley and Willis Reed. How's that for you?
The captain, he won an MVP back in the 70s.
Kelly trying to get a little cue that's going to go right back to Juanita Sanchez on the 4th net.
They won a championship with old man Jerry Lucas at center. Played for the Sacramento Royals. Just the Royals.
Cincinnati Royals.
Cincinnati Royals is what it was.
You youngster, you. Chance for the Cavaliers to tie right here. And they got it. So in essence, the Wizards squander a lead.
And Lucas played with Oscar Robinson, if I'm not mistaken. The season he averaged the triple-double.
I believe you may be right. Salinas serves for Juanita Sanchez. Gallo to the net, never got there.
New York has another chance to win a championship this year, awaiting the Spurs and Thunder series to end.
That'd be awful. Set for Gallo, Michael Atones. Just like that. Jaden Tao serves for West Warwick. Sosita with a pass. Degnan got it over. Armando Ramirez, no. Right now it's a lot harder than it looks for West Warwick. Tournament's #1 seed. 8 games in the standings, better than their opponents tonight. Degnan the set, Kelly puts it away.
They wouldn't be the first 8 seed to make a championship in any kind of sporting category.
No, they wouldn't.
And that's something that we like to call playoff risers.
Back row attack by Perez.
Or, John, they shrink like James Harden did.
Would you say that to his face?
Would he care?
Not a good set. Wizards lead back up to 4. They'll look for the Bill Gunn. That cross trunk goes long. Other than Therese in the early going, it's been spotty for the Juanita Sanchez Cavaliers.
I'll let you finish this point.
See the things you've learned already?
And they hit the ref. Can't think of his name.
Asmina.
No. Hoxie. Alex Hoxie and Green just walked in. Adam Green. John, do you want to take another break?
Yeah, we'll keep it here for a while. Seeing I looked at the clock and I saw 45 seconds, we'll give Eric a little bit.
Now, do you think
of
it's
rest.
important to mention the...
Yeah, we can talk a little softball now because West Warwick ran into a Lincoln team that turned it on in the later innings.
Yeah, Kent County was leading 4 through 3, and then the rest of the 7 put up to the rest of the 4. And soon, Richard Grenier and his team will take on, North Providence Cougars?
Yep. You know what scares me about that? The fact that they scored 18 runs against St. Ray's. How many times are you watching baseball games when a team unloads and scores a dozen or more, and the next day they come back, or the next game they come back, and they're shut out, or they have 4 hits in the entire game? If I'm North Providence, I'm saying, you know what, they're going to get my best. And they're going to see a little bit difference than they did against St. Ray's.
Do you think they're going to pitch against Nick Anderchow?
I wouldn't.
He's on fire. He's got 2 home runs in the last game, bunch of RBIs, bunch of hits.
There are only certain situations where that young man sees a strike. Wizards by 6 here. It's going to go to Juanita Sanchez off the Kelly block.
It was a good block attempt by Kelly. Just didn't get it through.
So it's Armando Ramirez for the Cavaliers. Perez and Salinas along the back row. Cabrera, Torres, and Ramirez on the front. Kelly with the dig. That's going to go right to West Warwick. It's going to be called a double hit. See Jerry Silverman here, the photog for the Kent County Daily Times. See him everywhere. So Cito sets and lets it go. That's going to be in.
And for our 3-2-1 fans at home, you guys are doing that Charho Wesley game, right?
Yeah, the Southern group is Dan LaBelle, and I don't know who he's got doing work with him.
It's 1-0, Charho.
I did a game there against Burrville a couple of weeks ago. What a nice place to be. Asmino, a nice dig. Back the other way. Wizards dig that out. Cabrera, Torres, too long.
One of the best things about that group of girls for Charho, they're all homegrown superstars. There's not a lot of transfers that go there. They're not like a private school. Mike Green's favorite.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw him meander through the building. Asmina into the 0, but Torres is right there. He'll get the return and score for the Cavaliers. Cabrera served, handled by Cicino. Asmina, that's good.
And Charho is 1-0 on a Alves home run. Try to figure out her first name.
It's not Jimmy and it's not Steve. We know that. Blocked by Asmina.
Ella Alves, the catcher.
Yep.
That's the thing about Game Changer. They don't tell you first names. It's just a initial and a last name.
Yesterday against Cranston West, Westerly fell behind 4-0. Came up with a 5-run fifth, including back-to-back-to-back home runs. Degnan serves and it goes foul. Playable, however. And Salinas put it across. Now, the kill by Pereira gives the Wizards the point. When you get to 20, if you're up by 5 or more, it's trouble. Wizards a point away from doing that behind the servee, Degnan. Gotta go. Free ball accepted by Osmina. That could have easily been called double. Osmina makes sure they get the point, though. Cabrera replaces Dave Jackley in the lineup for the Cavs. Degnan ready to go with an 7-point lead. Pardon my math. On the block, they give the point to Juanita Sanchez. They called somebody on the net. I think it was Osmina.
Lucas did not like that call. He was shaking his head and kind of mean mugging the ref.
Mean mugging. Like it. Juanita needs a run. Pereira, it's out. Seven-point lead now down to 5 here in the first game. Trying to go cross court. Got it.
And it's going to roll down the away fan section.
Osmina to serve for the Wizards. They go right to the guy. Dug out nicely. Gallo simply happy to get it over. For real this time. That's a point for West Warwick. You mentioned the fact that Mike Gallo is going to be a co-captain for the Wizard football team in September. Probably also going to be the starting quarterback from what I'm understanding. Three to go, first set. That's an ace.
And I talked to him. He's been studying the playbook as much as he's been studying
algebra.
I think he's in, it's actually a geometry if I'm not mistaken. The big thing that I was questioning myself, I'll watch them.
Free ball accepted along the back line for Gallo. Nice dig. Torres the other way.
And the big thing that I was questioning, no offense to him, he was kind of a goofy kid all throughout, high school, especially at the football level. But hopefully he'll mature into, a good role to play, quarterback, the junior level.
Tell you, every time I talk to him, he's all business. For Torres again.
And the big question is, how good would the team have been in the hands of Trayvon Chase if he had stayed and not transferred?
Unfortunately, we'll never get an answer, but all the best to him.
I've seen him around a couple of times. He's back in West Warwick for a couple months.
Wizards at game point. Jack's Ta kept the Cavs in it.
He could have been discussing a volleyball too.
Minute basketball. That's long. That was long. Gallo puts it away anyway. It's over. Michael Gallo picking up where he left off. 17 kills the last time they played. They get him this time. As West Warwick takes the first set, 25-17. You're watching on 321 Media and on Wizards TV. Mike and I'll be back as soon as my tongue unties. So we return to the Dan Sylvester Gym. Mike Dennis, John Parenti, not necessarily in that order. Wizards have a 1-0 lead after a 25-17 win in the first game. Colin Kelly back on the court for West Warwick, along with Degnan, Martins.
If you're watching,
oops, I'm sorry.
If you're watching from 3-2-1, Charho leads over Wesley 3-0. Jananot singled and scored 2, and then a pop-out kind of sack fly thing that still got a double play, scored another.
Like I said, I saw the Bulldogs yesterday come back from 4-0 with a vengeance.
They're
so
also.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Well, Chris Luppy's got a very good team.
Pilgrims over Cranston West 1-0 for D1 softball.
And if you're looking for a team that is determined to take what they learned from yesterday's defeat, it's PJ%'s Cranston West team. They're good. They're solid. The only thing I question is, are they going back with Mercado to pitch? You can tell me that. Just a freshman. She threw a lot. Wilted after that 5th inning barrage.
It is her. She's given up 6 hits, though. Only 1 strikeout.
Sauceda, Tau, and Pereira along the Wizard back row as the Cavaliers will serve to begin set 2.
Fans of the Interscholastic, the big game is tomorrow. Johnson-Portsmouth Division II softball.
Boy, oh boy, what a bath that's going to be. Degnan's pass goes far side, and a kill by Ethan Pereira.
The big question is the hitting of Portsmouth going to overwhelm Mrs. Boudreau, or is she going to stay composed and get a win?
Well, between Boudreau and Mia from Portsmouth, you've got 2 of the best pitchers in the state. You and I had a chance to talk to Mia after the game at West Warwick. Plenty of talent there, and Boudreau is no slouch. Something like 254 strikeouts. A little bit too much on that one by Therese.
And she's over the 900 career strikeout milestone.
That's amazing in a 4-year career.
I was trying to figure out how close she is to the state record, but I could not find anything.
There've been some great ones. Degnan serves. Yeah, we can count that as an ace. Ian Degnan's come a long way in a volleyball court.
The big race I'm trying to figure out is who they're going to nominate for Gatorade Player of the Year. It's a big thing.
Plenty of choices there too. Therese, it's out.
And the last time a pitcher won it was a pitcher from Pilgrim just before the back-to-back by Phoenix Silva. Now, if you want to talk about athletic talent, Phoenix Silva is your girl.
Degnan shoots long.
If anybody at home is wondering who she is, she was a LaSalle Academy D1 softball
Great
third
infielder.
baseman.
Yep.
She went on to play at the University of Iowa.
The lefty Cabrera serves. Down it goes.
I was just curious. I checked out a couple of years ago. She's hit 6 home runs at the Division I collegiate level going into the playoffs. And another Wizards alumni has hit 3 home runs, Adriana Carcetti, who was one of the best batters in the state last year.
Would have been all state first team had it not been for Phoenix Silva. Point to Juanita Sanchez. So the serve rotates to Alan Ortiz. So Cedar to Degnan to Gallo. Point Wizards.
And Carcetti was one of the only batters last year to hit a home run off of Isabella Souza. And they were undefeated coming to us, and then we gave them one of their only losses of the season.
Martins had a string of 4 back in the first game, gave them control of game 1. Degnan digs. Kelly wins the joust, but doesn't get the point. Degnan sets him again. Collin finds the spot.
I think the biggest, closest race right now for All-State is going to be Nick and Brady Collins.
We'll get into that when we have a chance. I have my very jaded opinion. Misplayed there. Was intended for Therese, ended up in the hands of Ramirez, and he fumbled it. 8-2. If the Wizards can thrash Juanita Sanchez here in set 2, that's going to be long. Winning 3 in a row will be very difficult. Saucedo returns to the back row. Pereira is there as well. Here's Elia Therese. Degnan sets far side. Gallo, no big deal there.
Look to
Just found the spot and hit it.
The opposing side of the bracket in Division II boys volleyball. Central upset Pawtucket in a 3-2 win, and Portsmouth absolutely destroyed Portsmouth. Wesley's a team that we've also seen and beat, which was covered live on 321 Media. Great game to go watch.
So it's the Bulldogs against Central. Central falls against the winner of this one in the semifinals, which according to the league can be played on either Monday or Tuesday, but as we were talking with Josh Malloy, he would rather play on Wednesday.
And Wesley Central is playing on Sunday.
Really?
They're playing on Sunday at 2 p.m. at Wesley.
Well, that's odd simply because now they have 6 days rest between the semifinals and the finals.
Hey, Rick, yeah.
I can remember that happening in basketball, again, back in the 70s and 80s, where you just get that long, long layoff. I remember when West Warwick played in the 1971 championships against Cranston West, they actually scrimmaged Hope. And we got beat by like 34 points. They came in with 5 guys, 5'10" or smaller, all of whom could dunk, under the direction of Jerry Morgan, who was one of the great coaches in the history of Rhode Island high school basketball. Wizards up by 6 here in the second game. Pereira serves, free ball on its way. Degnan tried to sneak it over. Therese kept it alive. Cabrera to Saucedo, now Gallo. Another free ball handled by Saucedo for Kelly. And another free ball. Kelly rejects that one and knocks it away. Point to the Cavaliers. Well executed there by Juanita Sanchez.
And for our Wizards fans at home, we're just getting into the action at Jack McCarthy Stadium. Mason Hunt's going to take the mound for the Wizards. It's kind of what I expected. I think that Richard Grenier is trying to rest Michael Sabetta for the next round.
Gallo again. Richard fortunate to have scored 11 runs in the first inning of the game against St. Rayfield, because now you get to use pitchers that probably would not normally have seen a lot of playoff action. West Warwick by 6.
Yeah, he pitched Jackson Hole and Lucas Martin.
Rotation error.
Which didn't really matter that much at that point because they were already destroying them. After the Nick home run, it was over. The first one, at least.
Tau to serve at 11-4. After a couple of hellos to the crowd. His brother graduated from the program last year.
Jeremy, right?
Yep. Jaden, the senior. There's about 325 players on the West Warwick roster this year. Josh has really turned the culture around with this team. Good guy, too. A guy like me with Natick roots. Kelly found the spot and deposited it there. Now, all he did was puppy that ball. He just came back looking so exhausted, like, oh, I had to jump, I had to find the spot, and I had to lay it down. Oh, what was me? We know better. Jack Lee. Now Kelly. We'll go right back toward Therese, but it wasn't him that made the big opportunity. Asmita, score it. Kelly, Degman, Osmino along the front. Gallo is seated on the Wizard bench as Tau readies to serve again. Juanita Sanchez cannot be happy with going point for point. And yet another free ball opportunity. And the fourth hit gets us forward there, 13th point of the match. Of the set. Tau's jump serve. Could have easily been called a carry. Jack Lee again blocked by Kelly. Stayed alive. Kelly get that one over. Jack Lee beaten on a joust by Degnan. Jack Lee got it back. Degnan for the big guy. That's too strong. Colin wants that one back badly. Nonetheless, the lead is 8 in the second set. Ramirez serves to Saucedo. Asmina says, I'll take care of it. Very impressed with the jumping ability in the front row play of Wizards number 20. Pretty good latitude when you can sit a guy like Mike Gallo for that long. Free ball. Saucedo missed hit. He says, it's all my fault. Pereira reacted a little bit too late. Still coming in, Mike. These home bleachers behind us, fairly packed.
Kind of split between this and baseball, probably.
Asmina again, hung in the air. Torres. Dug well. Degnan goes for the save. Spoiled Tau's big dig. Martin's now up front with Asmina and Degnan. Saucedo, Pereira, and Tau on the back row. That's 4 hits. West Warwick looking to ratchet up the defense a little bit. Cabrera looking for 3 in a row. Asmina stops the bleeding.
And just to check in on the North Providence game, North Providence leads 1-0, and we'll get into more of that after Ian Degnan serves.
Degnan surveys, who do I pick on? Goes back corner left. Torres hangs in the air. Saucedo, the pass Asmina. That was handled by Salinas. Degnan sets Asmina. They won't reach that one. Lucas Martin scores the point.
So just to summarize, Allard leads off singles. Harris comes up with singles. Ramirez lines into a double play. M. Ryan doubles into a line drive to right field Luke Gallo. Harris advances to third, and Leon scores the runner on third. And M. Ryan just stole home.
Perez blocked. Credit Pereira and Lucas Martins for the Wizards. Neutralizing the #1 player on the Juanita Sanchez team. Degnan with a 9-point lead. Playable back to West Warwick. Degnan the forward set. Asmina got it over. That'll go to the Cavaliers. Referee blocking my view. I was trying to find Rick Bozer. There we go. Just lean a little bit toward right. Just want to see what he's telling his kids. Back row attack, handled by Cabrera. Therese found the spot, scored the point. Wizards again hoping to get to 20. They need to stop it right here. Add a couple more and really put Juanita Sanchez in the hole. Asmina, sure.
It's kind of funny when he serves the ball for Juanita. He kind of looks like he's about to punt a football. And he steps his foot back and then serves it.
Asmina's been immense here in the second set. That's over. Degnan forward set in the point. Just like that, up to 19-10. Gallo back in for West Warwick. He's got Martins on the right, Pereira in the middle.
Richard Grenier and the Wizards kind of got out of a slight ugly situation. They only let up 2. Mason Hunt gets a strikeout in and out the inning. At Jack McCarthy.
Here the Wizards by 8 with a 1-0 lead. Good dig. Gallo's got to put it over. He got back to the middle. Therese finds the spot, beat Degnan. Armando Ramirez back into the game for Juanita Sanchez, replacing Jessica Baez. Ortiz to serve down 7. Welcome to the match, Pereira. Ethan's approaching 5 digs on the match. Rich Bozer calls timeout, so we will pause 30 seconds. Wizards up by 8 in the second set. Back at the Dan Sylvester Gym, trying to get Eric White hooked up once or twice here, doing the producing behind us. We'll give his camera work credit when we get an opportunity. Mike has the names. We'll take care of that in a little bit. Lucas Martins serves for the Wizards, who now have that 8-point lead with 20 in the book already. Now look to Ramirez. Wizards will get the point. That'll be called a double hit. Therese in the back row now, along with Ramirez and Jack Starr. Meanwhile, West Warwick 4 points away from moving on to a 2-0 lead. That's a big dig. However, Colin Kelly was right there to slap it on down. And it's S-3. Martins looks again. His jump serve to Ortiz. Knocked over by Ramirez. Kelly. That's going to go to Juanita Sanchez. A carry called.
And for Wizards baseball, Joey Rivera leads off bottom of the first with a single. Anthony Burt up to bat. No outs.
Free ball handled by Juanita Sanchez and then mishandled by Juanita Sanchez. 2 to go. It'll be Pereira to serve. Asmina playing back row with Saucedo, who's been rather quiet. Jack Lee blocked off by Kelly. Degnan will send it opposite way. Gallo still in play. Nice hustle play there. Gallo again. Smacked it down. What a good play, though, the other way from Jack's tie. Nonetheless, set point. For the win, Pereira. Got it to Therese. Jack Lee to Parenti. I've got the ball. Who wants it? What happened to the ball player? We couldn't find the line help. Good play with the left hand, though, wasn't it? Here's Kelly for the win.
For someone that's, what, 71? Pretty good.
73.
I was close.
Are you talking about my age?
Maybe.
The age is 71 in 31 days or something. So West Warwick on the kill wins set 2, 25-14. And 25 mere points from a sweep of Juanita Sanchez in the Division II quarterfinals. Back with more from the Dan Sylvester Gym as you watch on 321 Media and on Wizards TV. Back on Arctic Hill, Mike Dennis alongside, Eric White behind me doing the production. Who's on cameras, Michael?
Juliana Durtra, Caden Spinella, and Owen Anderson. And when I talked to Caden pregame, he said this was not going to be a fun game to watch. And I was like, why? He's like, I don't like sports. I'm like, why do you do cameras for sports?
It's an acquired taste.
And if you're just joining in, we'll like to summarize what's going on at Jack McCarthy Field. The Wizards didn't score nothing at their turn to bat in the first inning. Joey Rivera leads off with a single. Burt lines out. Nick Anderchow strikes out. And Mason Hunt strikes out. Mr. Pacific is awarded with 2 strikeouts.
Grace Gallo walks by. Her team defeated today in Lincoln.
I'm sure she's trying to find Eugene and the gang over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll leave her alone and not ask her what happened.
Just didn't play well enough, that's all. But they're not out of it. The Wizard softball team in action again. Probably on Saturday at some point, weather permitting. And most likely, if the seeds hold, they'll be on the road. But some of the lower seeds still have a shot. Have to go through 2 losers rounds before they get to West Warwick or whoever loses the Johnston game today. Still a lot of softball to be played, a lot of baseball to be played, a lot of volleyball to be played. Volleyball, the only tournament that is single elimination. West Warwick gets the serve to begin set 3. They won the first 25-17, won the second 25-14. Tau Sauceda, Degnan along the back row. Degnan will serve. And then Asmina, Pereira, and Martins, the front court for the Wizards. That one's fouled off and an ace by Degnan.
Becca saw the sensational Wizards athlete, if you want to say him, for the athlete. He snags the ball over first-team All-Stater Mrs. Karina Blanco. Had a great year for cheerleading this year. Continues the dynasty.
Asmina will get it back from Degnan and found the spot.
Yeah, John, so East Grand and South Kingstown in Division II softball, and then it's Barrington and Pontigansett, 2 dark horse teams.
They've got to play a lot of softball to get to the Wizards.
You mean Kent County?
Right. Hey.
I make that mistake all the time.
Yes, you do.
They need a better name than Kent County. Draft it up.
Degnan gives the Cavaliers a free point.
And Charo is up on Wesley 5-0. And Cranston West is up on Pilgrim 3-1. For Division I softball, if you were wondering.
Tavares Torres serves. Degnan the set to the near side. And an easy kill by Ethan Pereira. You know, the Wizards are so deep up front with Pereira, Asmina, Gallo, and Kelly.
Yep. Wesley's kind of in an ugly position. Valuk singles, Dorgan singles. They walk Trenton and Jananot singles on a live drive to score. 2 runners on base, no outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Pereira's 7th kill makes it a 4-1 lead. West Warwick jumping ahead early here in the 3rd set, looking for a sweep. West Warwick was a 3-1 winner of both the 2 times they played. There's an ace. Asmina's had a great night.
He's one of many names I could pull out of the old rabbit hat to pick for an interview for the post game.
You might be your man, Jack Lee. Too strong.
I think it'd be fair to give him one. We've already done Gallo, Degnan, and Kelly.
No, it's got to be Alex, if it stays the way it is. I mean, if Gallo can come up with 19 straight kills, we may have a change of mind, but I like the way Alex has played tonight. Oh, blocked by Pereira on the attempt by Torres, who's been neutralized by this West Warwick team defensively. Asmina again. Torres again. Blocked again. Got to go over here. The free ball by Torres, by Tavares Torres' head. Gallo for the point.
And down at Charo, Comerfield doubles on a fly ball to score Trenton, and they pull Frankie Arnold and put in Gingerella.
Mike Gallo goes over to talk to the official. We'll keep it right here for a while. At 8-1, West Warwick now in the driver's seat big time, looking for a 3-game sweep.
Now you've watched a lot of that Wesley softball. How good is Gingerella?
Maybe among the top 5 outfielders in the entire state. She And her teammate in left field, Maddie Maganoff, made 3 spectacular defensive plays toward the end of that game to keep the lead for Westerly. Otherwise, they were talking extra bases for Cranston West. Gingerella is as good in the outfield as she is at the plate. And I'm pretty sure she's just a kid. I don't think she's a member of the senior class.
Gingerella?
Yeah.
I will look. No idea.
Well, let me go into my bag of tricks here and find the 28th.
And that's one of the things that I got to talk to coaches about. Stop making your game changer team members only, so that when I'm calling games, I get all the accurate stats. It's kind of annoying that I have to like specially request access to stats.
I'll tell you how we can do that. They've got to get to max preps too.
That's
Osmina. Here's the set on the far side to Therese, the blocked at the net by the Wizards. Jacqueline got it over. Gallo does. Dig by Therese at the front court. That's a kill from Alan Ortiz. And he'll get the serve now, down 6. Alan needs a run for the Cavaliers, who need points desperately here in the 3rd set. They're down 2 sets to none.
No, Avery Gingerella is a senior.
Oh, she's a senior.
She is a senior.
Dacia, not Avery. There are 2 Gingerellas. There's only one Michael Gallo, and he just killed for the Wizards.
There's also 2 Arnold sisters, right? Caitlin and Frankie.
Michael Gallo again just surveys the line, drops it down. No chance for the Cavaliers at all. Tavares Therese was there, but simply couldn't. Better off using his feet if possible.
Frankie is one of the top hitters in the interscholastic. If I'm not mistaken, she's 2nd or 3rd.
I think she dropped down a little bit. I want to say 5th as of yesterday. That's all that research we were talking about before. It's a good play there by Armando Ramirez.
That's for all the teams that actually do max preps.
Softball a lot better at it than baseball is.
She's 4th. Below one of my picks, my Etheridge.
Kelly, not a problem. Now the big guns are in there for the Wizards, Gallo and Kelly. Slim will play the middle. They've got Dagnan here on the left side.
And the state leader in batting average, Mariana Xavier.
It's like 669. She's the leader in about 30 categories, too.
Who, Xavier?
Yeah, from North Providence. Therese blocked by Kelly from a point.
Hers is a 6.61. But they're not in the playoffs anymore. They got knocked out, I think. They were knocked out in that play-in game, which is going to hurt her case for any sign of postseason accolades.
False start there.
They're going to give it. They're going to give first-team All-State shortstop to Nikki from LaSalle.
Pereira, a little help from the net.
Just walking by us here, Dan Sylvester is the lady of interest for the National Honor Society, Allison McGore. She's been leading it for a couple of years. Bunch of Honor Society alumni on this volleyball team.
Therese taken down by Ethan Pereira. Gallo tried to get cute with it. Here's a block attempt by Kelly over the net. I think Slim may have gotten away with being over. Point to the Wizards. Ethan Pereira's had a great match as well. Really came alive in the 2nd set. Dagnan made sure of that one.
And at Jack McCarthy Field, top of the 2nd, Dolphinbeck steps out, strikes out and punt. Raftery singles, Allard singles to rotate back to the top of the order. Harris and Ramirez pop out. And for the Wizards, Fernandez strikes out and Blanco plays into a ground ball.
Forwarded in front of Kelly and Dagnan. Juanita Sanchez gets the call off the block attempt. Zahid Salinas at the back line for Juanita Sanchez, down by 9. Good serve, Degnan to Gallo. Score it.
You think he has a good chance to be on one of those, that list? All-State?
Mike Gallo? Yeah. With Hendrick and LaSalle, maybe.
I just don't know how he does it for volleyball. I know everything else. It's usually...
Same way.
Really?
Yep. Kelly popped it over. They will set to the opposite, and the point to Juanita Sanchez.
It's usually baseball, it's 3 pitchers, 1 for each infield, and then like a utility DH, I think. And then for softball, it's a designated player. The same formation.
Armando Ramirez trying to keep the breathalyzer, or the, not the breathalyzer, God forbid.
You think he's drinking?
No.
Are you suggesting that the entire Juanita Sanchez?
No, I am not. No. However, they are still breathing. I think that's what I meant to say. Successful right there. Let's try this again. Take 2. Ramirez trying to keep the Cavaliers breathing. They need 8. Kelly will make it 9.
There's your best friend right there. Mike Green.
In the shorts, no less. Did he come to school like that this morning?
I don't know.
The lead is 9. Sauceda, ace.
I was expecting he'd be at baseball. Maybe he'll come over and say a couple words.
He'll have plenty to say on Saturday when he brings daughter Molly for the next edition of Settling the Score on 3-2-1 Media. Sauceda, another great serve. Far side. That ball was tipped. Point to Sanchez.
The Wizards remain alive at Jack McCarthy Field. Kilduff popped up to the third baseman. Third baseman made an error. Charlie Brown has a full count with 2 outs and a runner on first. Mr. Kilduff.
Cabrera serving down 9. So Steven Degman Osmina. Oh, yes.
Juanita is 7 points away from ending their season. And what? Trying to do quick math. 17 away from getting an extra life at it.
They get it into play. They go to the bread and butter man, Perez, and he's too strong. Ortiz looked and said it was touched. Wasn't. Ian Degnan, 6 points away. Ortiz, controlled by Degnan.
Martin blocked. Charlie Brown hits a double and scores Cole Kilduff at Jack McCarthy. Coming up to bat is senior Luke Gall. He's got 2 balls on him. He's in an opportunity to try to score Charlie Brown and make this a tied baseball game.
Garcia, the lefty. Dug by Pereira. Osmina, the kill. Alex has come to play. Looking for the 5 points to send the Wizards into the semifinal round. Perez sets. Blocked in the net by Pereira, not once but twice. Gallo pumps the free ball over. Free ball back the other way. Sauceda controls for the Wizards. Degnan.
Fakes out the set and just hits it over.
That's going to be a carry.
Wonder what's on the mind of Mrs. Gallo right now. He's taking a kind of tough loss against Lincoln.
Therese into the net.
I'm not referring to Mrs. Kelly Gallo, I'm referring to Mrs. Grace Gallo. Wonder if Eugene's here. I haven't seen him.
I haven't either. Wizards need 3. Osmina would like to knock it down. Good 2 and just did.
2 away from match point. It's getting tough here. And I think if you're Josh Malloy, you got to be proud coming in, getting a sweep first round of playoffs, having a little bit of momentum to build off of if you just continue on to play Central Vols, who you've lost to.
Not many unforced errors either. There's one. Nostradamus hits again. Sorry, Alex. My bad. Ortiz for Juanita Sanchez. As the Wizards creep closer and closer. Osmina the dig. Pereira the kill. Near side Gallo. Good block by Therese with an assist from Ramirez.
As we approach the end of volleyball. Baseball 2-2 tied. Charlie Brown rounds the bases, getting the double, getting to third, and then stealing on home from a wild pitch. Luke Gallo strikes out. Wizards going into the top of third with tied game.
Another good block, this time by Ramirez. They're still breathing, those Cavaliers are. Torres will survey the situation. Salcido in the middle. Gallo drops back, he'll get the ball. And he'll get the kill attempt, and that's blocked by Therese.
I've spotted Eugene Gallo, he's to our left. In Eugene Gallo fashion, he's sitting by himself just watching the game.
Degnan sets. Martins. Blocked. Lead down to 9. Fourth opportunity. Mike Gallo. Not enough pace. That's going to go to Juanita Sanchez. 2 hits.
You know, it'd be something fun we could do if we get a post game. Maybe we could pull Malloy too.
Sure.
So Ozzie and Malloy. Unless Juanita can remain on the comeback of the century here.
Saucito decided to play it. It's Pereira with the free ball. No score there too. That's off Martin's hands on the play.
Ramirez kind of signals like a on his head kind of movement. For anybody who watches basketball, when you get posterized, it's called on your head. I guess in volleyball, it makes you just dunk on him with a spike.
Ortiz trying to keep it rolling. Gallo with his feet got it over. By what a play. And back comes Ramirez for the point.
For Wizards, you got to close it out here. It's getting tough. They've scored, what, 7 straight?
This would be the 7th. Degnan sets again. Gallo. And that one's blocked, but it's out. So finally, we come to match point. And Rich Boza wants a timeout. We'll pause 30 seconds here and on to kill. The Wizards a point away from victory in the Division II quarterfinals. It feels like a month of Sunday since I said the Wizards need just a couple of points to walk off with a shutout win over Juanita Sanchez and to advance to the divisional semifinals. Now they are just 1 point away after a nice little run led by Alan Ortiz. And Josh Malloy has his big guns out there. Pereira, Gallo, and Colin Kelly up front. Asmina, Degnan in front of Martins, who'll serve for the match. And here we go. And there it is. An ace by Lucas Martins wins it for West Warwick as the Wizards sweep and get their third victory of the year over Juanita Sanchez, 25-17, 25-14, 25-14.
John, let's talk about it.
Okay. Alex Asmina, Mike Gallo, Ethan Pereira, Colin Kelly, Lucas Martin serving, Ian Degnan digging, team effort. And just all those pieces comes together. Hi, Grace. Miss Gallo walking by. Hello, Sharon. Fellow member of the class of 73. See, Boots gets very aggravated at this when this happens, when people come by and they want to say hello and people I haven't seen in a while just want to say hi. Or
there's Mike Green walking with one of the custodial staff here.
Yeah, with Justin, yep.
That's his name, Justin. And
so your duty is to see if
Josh
we can't get Coach Malloy and Alex Asmina here. And we'll talk a little volleyball when we come back. We'll pause for 60 seconds as the Wizards celebrate a quarterfinal round win. They get Central Falls next. This is 3-2-1 and Wizards TV. and by Alex Osmina. Alex has got the microphone, so we'll ask you first. How big was it to get a jump on Juanita Sanchez, having beaten them twice already? Was getting off on the good foot a number one priority?
We were just so excited. I have a feeling that we knew we were so focused and hyped to play this game.
Let's talk about the front row play a little bit with you and Ethan, and of course with Slim and with Mike Gallo. You got four hitters in that lineup. Anybody can have a bad night. Do the other three usually pick up? Nobody had a bad night tonight. How do you pick each other up?
We have to motivate each other. We have to think. Yeah.
Wait, let me grab your mic first. I have a little connection problem. There you go.
Thank you. We just have to remember that it's not.
You want me to just give him?
We have to rebuild and just get back in the focus of the game. We just have to get back into the focus of the game, and then we know that we'll succeed. So
Back row play was big too tonight.
yes, sir. We had a great passing game. It was just very solid all around.
How did you limit Therese to his touches? Because he's such a good player. Played very well against you the 2 times beforehand.
Yeah.
How'd you limit his touches?
It started with the serves. As long as we serve good, then they can get a good set and they can get a good swing.
Central Falls is next. I know you're going to score to settle with them.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir. We have a good feeling. Like we're coming into these games focused, so we just know the outcome.
I want to talk to Coach Malloy about how deep this team is, because you randomly throw people onto the court. And Josh, this team just enjoys playing volleyball. You can tell as soon as you put the ball into play, they enjoy the game.
Yeah, there's a ton of chemistry on this team, and I think it starts off the court, not just on it. These guys are all friends. They all play soccer together. It's a lot more than just volleyball, and you can see it when you come into our practices. They enjoy each other's company. They know how to have fun, but then they also, more importantly, know how to turn it on and, put their best foot forward when it really matters. And it really shows on and off the court. Like, these guys just get along. It's not just a volleyball thing.
So how much is it teaching versus how much is it just simply playing, if you know what I mean?
Oh, it's a little bit of everything, I think. These guys have a ton of experience. A lot of them as sophomores have been playing in the varsity rotation. So I kind of let them get beat up on a little bit in the early years. And, it's really paying off now, seeing the senior group who's had a ton of experience together. So you can see the chemistry has really come along. And then, Ian Degnan, Mike Gallo stepping in with that senior group, kind of like a seamless transition from the team that we were working with last year. So I think getting off to that quick start and seeing that early success has really been like a driving force behind them.
And it's a lot of athletes and a lot of volleyball players, and there's a difference.
There is a difference. I think if you were to ask these guys 2 years ago what their main sport was, I don't know if any of them would have said volleyball. But I think at this point in the time, they're not soccer players. They're not basketball players. These guys are all volleyball players now.
Alex, how good have you become? Are you satisfied with the way you're playing now as opposed to the way you were playing
I feel
2
like
or 3 years ago?
I feel like you can never be satisfied with how you play. Like, there's always things that you can work on and like do better. So I am happy with how this season's going for us, but I'm never satisfied with myself.
Good luck against Central Falls, my friends.
Thank
You
you.
should be satisfied with yourself. Played a hell of a game out there.
They all
These guys take very good directions out of timeouts, and I think that's a big part. They are very humble. They take direction well.
I'll go off with a fun question. Did you have any stress about Senior Assassin? How'd that go for you?
Oh, I had a lot of stress about Senior Assassin.
Are you still in?
No, I'm out now. So now it's like I can just relax. But I feel like leaving practice and going to practice, we had to rush. So, but now I feel like most of us are out, so we're in focus now.
What's the plans in September?
For me? Oh, I'm actually moving down to South Carolina. I'm gonna start working there, so it should be pretty fun.
I'm going to look you up. Alex, congratulations on another win.
Thank you.
Coach, keep it rolling. We'll see you against Central Falls.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, gentlemen.
We'll be back to wrap it up here at the Dan Sylvester Gym in 30 seconds.
Thank you, guys.
Back at the Dan Sylvester Gym. Mike, if there were any doubters about West Warwick's ability to beat Juanita Sanchez 3 times in one season, they weren't around here today.
I think that the most important thing they get to do is they get to ride that playoff high into Central Falls, who have beaten them before. 3 starters are not rested. A loss against, a team that's only lost besides that against Cranston West, Division I, who had a spectacular kind of rise up of the year.
We saw them play against Coventry back about a month and a half ago. Very good team. And Central Falls comes in basically with nothing to lose. They come in loose. They come in free. But you can't beat the way that West Warwick came in this game. They're just so fluid. They just do so many things correctly. They're taught well. Their fundamentals are good. They know where players are going to be. They play together so often and so well. 17-2 speaks for themselves. Well, speaks for itself.
I'd like to just say something before we go off the air. As we leave, Charahoe beat Wesley 7-1, John. And I'd like to give you a couple of the highlights of that game. Besides the Ella Alves home run, Jananot kind of had a 11 strikeout game. Very good. Frankie Arnold was kind of getting beaten up on. Charahoe had 11 hits. And right now, Wizards baseball is still tied 2-2. With a bunch of kind of interesting plays, errors being made, good plays being made, us having a double play. And it's going to be really good to see how, that team kind of transitions if they win today, to see how they'll go on to play, or if they lose and see how they go on to play.
Here, the Wizards volleyball team will play either Monday, Tuesday, or possibly on Wednesday against Central Falls in the divisional semifinals. Championship match is a week from Saturday, the 6th of June. At Rhode Island College. So, for Mike Dennis, for Eric White and our Wizards TV crew, John Perthy saying so long. West Warwick wraps it up in a quarterfinal round win, 3-0 over Juanita Sanchez.